CSR Rico, and then Thunder.
You want this time?
Which time? Yeah, that's good.
First, TA overrules in the same constitutional grounds as supporting the ruling of federal legal protection violating the law, according to construct and the laws of the violating legal protection set forth with the ruling hard piece plan to specify the constitutional grounds of the state, the plaintiffs of the original more substitute the interpretation is bad, limited to separate corporation class as valid as the number of possibilities is infinite, applying to the not applicable possibilities for the universe possibility constitutional is possible, all particularly relevant defect not nation talking the voters fairness. Next, the Catalan observation 1, the mandate the United States Congress should reauthorize section 1391 of the Commerce Clause of the United States Supreme Court strikes out section 1391 the United States Congress should reauthorize section 1391 and revoke all federal court appellate jurisdiction over congressional legislation of the Commerce Clause and observation 2 Salty Morrison's job in Dr. Kirk Court, these judicial dominance and then the critical warrants of the rules of the court to mobilize the constitutional order of the important straightforward courts that the accepted courts should leave room to viewpoints, questions, revisions, not courts, which given different foreign questions, judicial sovereignty, the speaker protect the opinions of other actors and needs to secure judicial dominance, Congress come in and choose any remaining gaps in courts to the monopoly of the courts to choose as foreign campaign direct Congress revealing Congress needs to challenge the courts to regain its supremacy. Devon 1. The purpose of the whole guessing the correct courts rulings of Congress is the courts to interpret the constitutional authority of the leader is one of the court rules of courts structuring the street just like the village effect of all the rules of the constitution power of the rulings when the charge of the handiwork of members of the votes against the rulings which the office of our missions for like the do propaganda. Congress needs to start writing confidence for establishing supremacy. Devon 1. The judicial supremacy first course is green history to Congress and legislative different rulings more occasions Congress rulings ever increasing the strength of Congress bills challenge corporation dominance. The interpretation of the Congress court has less and less tolerant of congressional lapse even the more constraining the doctrine and this constitutional crisis in court recommends is vital for larger public participation altering the doctrine judicial supremacy can record the choice to control the court was the first the constitution means public including justice the constitution means the courts are serving on the grass who is ultimately supposed to be arguing down justice and Latin means the availability of sitting when necessary to constitution council for reaching corporate also necessary to do so will work the expected the justice behavior of popular unrest and the other branches of the change the judicial attitude self-efficient sense of responsibility inevitably change the dynamics just making the crisis of overconfident court claim to be supreme to mind little mind to the public view and public outrage and debate so the Supreme Court is critical to check the imperial judiciary and ensure democracy shop before unless public makes outrage and justice purpose to be closed according to continue to build the public and the 60s attorneys expressing communication about the court decisions of the court ability to take action and justice because the powers Congress respect now for people to make the Congress full country around American the judicial usurpation of the federal courts impose number one threat to the democratic process will be ruled by an automatic cadre of judges and checking judicial supremacy and ensuring public involvement for planetary survival Dollar and Medicop 87. At the work of decisions to advance the rights of the judicial appointments of jury the institution courts may well again make defense offers the constitution with politically responsible accountable and broadly the people we have addressed the great issue new war planetary survival over economic viability and knowledge of your people's still needs and their policymakers we have come to terms with the Hamilton's construction the fruit of requested delivery reversing Hamilton's strategy domestic communication people in the government in ways to enable them to have deep reaction to the substance of the foreign public policies of observation 3 gender Morrison is not standalone decisions part of a larger doctrine judicial supremacy and disdain for general concerns resident 2 why is possible majority system in Morrison and London mission truly no national or local leaders company interaction between Congress forces and movements for session with place of words for the development of the case of the committee courts and Congress that certain kinds of cases go with the article 3 the judiciary deposed congressional office creating fundamental state party voting fiscally and economically several of innovate convert to women challenge status hierarchies the judiciary's council of cases and issues that in front of the devices of the children address the solid law and opposition legislating for the federal court enforcement and extremely complicated to communicate congressional stance and Morrison and congressional superiority is necessary to alter societal gender norms West End Court. There's a reason for separation of the judicial responsibility the examinations of the effect of Congress being more than the judiciary the rape sentences of the sporting movement is living separate sovereignty legitimate as enforced and that was risky protection of Congress over the argument because the presumption institutional theory reason the Supreme Court was not obligated to issue the legislation rationally map with pre-existing real distinctions Congress is aggressively detailed restructure social property and use-based structures collectively create hierarchies of daily life in the court Congress is recoiling inevitably approximately taking significant restructures duties clearly its business and observation for the environment Congress is the only one of many issues programs which privacy the court is critical to long-term environmental protection Sachs 5 Roger made the grounding, achieving long-term value, environmental regulation standing is the key issue of the environmental groups and the goals of short movements from the environmental substantial and effective consumer the core movement make environmental structure the hearing blue and English Roberts contribution question the power and the species environmental creating the melu and hospital environmental related products to start cortex department before time makes market reason the potential of center the environment and death extinction weapon of harassment discrimination species dangerous one of the species of biological relation planetary surveillance because the root species of the black make time place surfaces of extinction key planetary animals tipping with live species playing watchful about our collective future is a state and next is a critique their construction of terrorism causes extermination of classes of people deemed human lose moral person characters terrorists in places of or that's having to do with discourse having to do with regards to the human being to be more than war terrorism propaganda search of committed and being placed in the terrorist destroying people and gave education moral purpose there's something one for having slavery decolonization legal separation this is happening from terrorists and B this discourse of terrorism causes perpetual war trying society to killing machine jobs and war against terrorism and security discourse utilizing legitimacy while the different populations the liberal whatever perpetual wars and purposely no globalization every type of legislator to potential enemies and internal external breakthroughs and trips the constituted almost constantly including the of the enemies of society who reflects these more battle for removal enemies source of the military encompasses resolution body criminally turns war machines and active life killing machine and vote negative the alternatives to reject political terrorism we also be constantly critical of the future training by the affirmative IV2 who have psychological political and social payment governments international laws for certain works just made a message profile leads to the character of scapegoat and scapegoat the work to live to different response and realize most become especially with the distortion and the enemy is the perspective the terrorist experience up and able to send contact action blacks and distortion attention to the rabble skeptical representation people the whole respects the accountable retain active to scan which one to give attendance to overtake what the concepts dominant concepts to never ready to critique language of concepts to mentions out there prevailing violent terrorism and representation of power question of representation of the formal list of power and agency question to see how practice representation create meanings and the bureaucratic possibility in public exposure to the agency or effects operations indigenous to being the agency or agency with representation practice the meaningful discussion of agency the discussion of representation inherent in the complete distinction discourse means information going never found complete process ethical measurement being ethical careful company the choice the stakes involved in the question being able to get the hour decision before this question can be answered attention must be given the public representation the participants the intention of representation and most be taken control responsibility complicity and representations now the CSRA one every circuit court is called CSRA young court no senate field no addition court level every circuit court and these are the issues coming to CSRA the office of Congress power and 2 legislation post CSRA it passes the court to ensure child support as the mandate Congress to pass the additional support and norms of legislation is next legislation about new visual payment child support applications on reference capable of legislation mandates the registries of support order and reimbursement units distribute the payment it's normally administrative rather than judicial forms and immediate support orders for mandatory withholding to adopt UFIA and other federal spending efforts will be packaged to the DHS as far as cash charities is more the basic means and the panels will reflect that. Overall, this is the following the short financial performance of the ordinance to diversity in the program and has greatly expanded the welfare and running income to 3 million poverty-stricken American families and World Bank the CSRA's minimal effective action scratch it and globalization solves poverty. Number 3, the globalization was lived in poor and wealthy because of market technology and ideas comfortable with us for the last 50 years that poverty has been reduced at a quicker rate than the last 500 years. Poor population has grown by 1.5 billion people who have a reduction in numbers of people who are absolutely poor and recessions are self-correcting costs to the economy is responding to recession the economy burger self-reallocating resources and more efficient productive recessions are self-correcting what's down once they want demand follows economies costs and reduce investors prices are just upward consumers backed by buying more reviving demand and now RICO 1 strike down causes in Congress to reform civil RICO ensuring farmers can have access to court or striker 2 the members of Congress reorganize the necessary forcing dysfunctional legislation ongoing and research application where training research reports and referring court amendments constitution is 16 reform forward for federal law to step in the direction the judicial mayor left congressional forms for RICO to save cases solutions in federal reforms and limit their holding that action constitutionally complex and 640 can be applied constitutionally and on the state Congress that is potentially affecting interstate commerce and taking the average of the policy objects to get an outright deciding the railroad ground and RICO increases, multiple decisions prove no chance of RICO overrule. The Iranian Second Court of the constitutionality requires interstate commerce and whether it's activity directly regulated on commercial numerous instructions the racing vehicle courts never hidden by society. Constitutional duties by the culpability turns and attenuated mediated nexus and no WMD terrorism. Robertson Moody 2 terrorists, the gentleman that killed many people incapable of, made any key institutions among sponsors, terrorists want people watching not to suffer less of they could long made kill many more than Mary Garcias want enemies fearful, not fully engaged, and no extinction from disease, no public 5 and 5 every infestation has its extraordinary strategy here as corresponding cost making human countercheck possible. And make people voting us out have to be everything was like disease, food, corridor was formed into the possibly HIV, stop the invitation of still viruses, everything was largest, the neglected point of limiting microscopic life forms, and no aging crisis. Ever step 4, the youth population growth versus the country, accepted the immigrants accepted the US% of the US is in the course of 20, when on military versus 1 is the population to 10, the average of infected US population for all that is slow in the parts of the population Asian median age around 2 years, 27 by the US population be more euthanasia, more that are China, many for tigers, Democratic contribute to American strategic preeminence, now gender 1, the CRR under my state force running broader investigations to gender violence, chaplain and the state forces. Words which give business code. Response to the problem, domestic violence, the ones to the law, part of the remedy, detailed investigation, domestic violence, process, corrosion, states, and enforcement, the necessary process, section 29, one of my states, factor consideration, domestic situations, such as anything wrong, the law, cause of violence, 29, whenever states resolution, 29, one of my state law, in particular, the first way, federal law, the state law, turn up with the state remedies across states, the state law, attacking states, and all applications that only the baggage, that found by progress, Ross and invader, and acts on the side, the problems of loss of remedies, certainly not more than states would provide some sort of not the generating mechanism where the controls decisions, the rules of civil juries are the problem makes no sense to keep the number of approved decisions that the state's civil practices applied no normal rights are issued and civil remedy reinforcement is created to justify sexual violence as well as bodily one. But what prevents civil rights sections of victims sexual violence from generating this reason the legislation rooted in the reinforcement of the creator supports the laws and expressive rights the rape or unusually dangerous citizens of society must be on constant guard.
What's the status of the counterpart?
The status of the KL alternative?
It's a prior question.
So it's
So like when you justify your terrorist.
What if we win that we should always represent terrorists?
Like if you win that argument, I mean you can like read a critique against us. This is a reason why we shouldn't have to rest the debate until you justify using the word terrorism.
Yeah, but we have no shot at winning on us representing terrorists as terrorists good.
I mean, this is like a T argument. It's like
Well,
you have to justify your
fair
failure.
enough. Let's talk about this T argument. Morrison was overruled because, or Morrison happened because the civil remedy was not constitutional on 14th Amendment and Commerce Clause. Is that your interpretation that we should have to overrule on 14th Amendment and Commerce Clause?
Our interpretation is that you have to cite the part of the Constitution that means Morrison should be overruled.
Yeah, our plan says Commerce Clause grounds. What do you want us to do?
Yeah, you should probably cite 14th Amendment.
What? So we couldn't it wasn't constitutional under either of them, which was two opinions that the court gave. Well, not separate opinions, but two holdings that the court gave, and we should have to overrule on both of them. I mean, which piece of evidence says that Lawrence didn't talk about anything else except for the Equal Protection Clause?
Our evidence indicates that going beyond what's in the Constitution means those things that are unpredictable.
Yeah,
our
the
first
Commerce
piece of
Clause
evidence
is in the
indicates that this is
Constitution.
what, look, if the topic means that there isn't a good Morrison affirmative, that's not our problem. I mean,
So a Morrison affirmative.
you have to defend that.
Dude, this court
topical.
definitely doesn't say that you have to be 14th Amendment and Commerce Clause. Where does it say
Well,
you
you're
have
right.
to?
I mean, people don't define what the debate, the exact every word in the resolution means.
So
together.
really, that's your interpretation, and that has to be 14th Amendment and Commerce Clause. It's nothing else because I don't have it written down here, and I didn't have it in your speech.
Our interpretation is that overrule has to be on the same constitutional grounds as the original decision.
all of the grounds of the original decision.
Just the part that are in the Constitution, like referring to
Dude, this makes no
constitutional
sense.
reasons to
This
reject
makes no
Morrison.
sense. They said there was a constitutional
You
objection.
have to
There were two
resolve-
constitutional objections.
you
Why?
have to
If our
resolve-
AFTA is one of them, why does
You
it
have to
not?
resolve the constitutional questions that are brought up in Morrison.
Yep.
Your plan text doesn't do that.
Yeah, you're right. It would still be unconstitutional under the 14th Amendment, but constitutional under the Commerce Clause. You have to prove affirmative ability to solve or to meet constitutional burdens.
Okay.
I'm thoroughly confused as to what this has to do with anything. Counterplan. All these arguments about why you solve the environment better. Do you have a piece of evidence indicating any relationship between Morrison and the environment?
Well, it's the definition of counterplan indicates that taking on the court will lead to better environmental legislation.
Okay, well, like the Clean Air Act, ESA, Clean Water Act.
I don't think it cites specific legislation.
Well, it does. It says the Clean Air Act. We defend the Clean Air Act will be struck down in the status quo.
We'll defend that there will be better environmental legislation, so it'll like lead to the good parts of it, since Congress will be more effective in addressing environmental.
So, like, the good parts of the Clean Air Act will just magically still be there, and the bad parts won't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I don't. Why?
Because Congress is better able to deal with matters of the environment.
Yeah, but if we impact on regulations, what good part of the regulation is
Well,
not
our
there in the
evidence
status
indicates
quo
that
and
when
will
you
be
have
there
a
in the
democratic
next one.
deliberative process, that means that people will sort out the parts that are good.
No, just tell me this. What part of the Clean Air Act is struck down now and will be rejuvenated by the counterplan that is
We
good?
don't read evidence and like I'm not going to take a stand.